First dates only go one of two ways. Incredibly well, or so awkward it requires a cold shower to wash the shame away. Week one's no different. Some teams looked like they could be in the conversation for the greatest of all time. Others, they could use some refining. Probably just rusty though. Unfortunately, we won't get a good sense of who they are until about a month into the season, when they decide to reveal their true character. So heading into week two, it's best to play against current perceptions and go against the grain. This is Mayo's Triple Play. Stardom quarterbacks. Cam! Did not look so great against the Seahawks. That's not surprising though. The Seahawks have a pretty damn good defense. The Bills, on the other hand, not so much. They looked surprisingly decent against the Patriots, but they looked horrible in the flats. Just ask Shane Vereen and his 160 total yards. That, for Carolina, is known as Cam territory. He was one of the best quarterbacks coming into the season, at least in terms of rankings, and he'll be devalued for this week, so no one's going to have him on their rosters. You, take him and clean up in points. After week one of the season, I think we can call Ryan Tannehill the bread. Great first quarter, great fourth quarter, mediocre in between. But the Indianapolis Colts couldn't contain Terrell Pryor, and Tannehill is exponentially better than Pryor. And this week he's definitely going to get Mike Wallace involved after all of his complaining. Brian Hartline looks like he's a real player. Brandon Gibson is actually a factor in this passing game. And, oh yeah, they can't run the ball. So they're going to take to the air all day long, and there's nothing the Colts can do about it. Start Ryan Tannehill. Like I just said, Terrell Pryor is not even in the class of Ryan Tannehill. That probably doesn't do good for his future prospects. I actually don't expect him to keep the job a month from now. But basically, for fantasy purposes, he's a more dynamic Tim Tebow. He led all quarterbacks in rushing, was one of 3 people to rush for over 100 yards, so he can pile up those weird garbage numbers as the game progresses. The picks are going to be there, and he's not the greatest passer. But that doesn't matter, because this week, he's playing Jacksonville, who sucks. Fantasy football is fun, but you're watching, so you know that already. But daily fantasy football? Equally as awesome. It gives you a fresh slate every week and a chance to win some bucks. Right now, Fantasy Feud is running a free weekly event that gives you a chance to take on RotoExpert Adam Ronis, one-on-one, mano-y-mano, for $1,000. All you need to do is play in the free qualifying events and win one of them. Plus, if you use the promo code RONUS, you get a 100% deposit bonus. Not too shabby. And using my picks, no way you can lose. Find the full details and enter at fantasyfeud.com/RONUS. I'm Pat Mayo. See you next time.